Hey guys, Forex Capital here. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin Cash is doing today. So looking at the daily chart, like I always like to start, this is such a hard pair to trade that, man, I wouldn't do anything. I mean, I got all excited that we finally, broke above the 38% retracement. We're holding. We blasted through the 50% retracement, so 307, and then we had this roller coaster of emotion, I call it. So I wouldn't do much on this pair right now, guys. I mean, there's just way too much choppiness. I'm not sure why this one in particular is having such a struggle, but I don't know. I would just stand aside for now. I mean, I know that I'm gonna get some emails telling me how this Bitcoin Cash is the greatest, blah blah, but the market is telling me to wait for the dust to settle. One of the guys that trained me, one of the two guys that trained me always said, the best trade is to do nothing and wait for the dust to settle. And he couldn't have said that any better. So this, I can't really tell you much. I mean, as long as we're holding above the 38% retracement, so 260, I mean, I guess we're in good shape, but I don't like the fact we tried 1, 2, 3, 3 different times, big times, to go blast 307, then we pull right back. So that's a very, very, very scenario that we're going to pull back. Now, I don't think we're going to have a massive pullback, but it's just something to keep in mind when you're placing position, guys. Remember, we don't have infinite amount of shackles, so we have to preserve what little shackles we have as much as we can. So, by the way, guys, if you guys like the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button, because that's the only way you're going to help out the channel to reach 7 billion people. And we're going to teach everyone about the crypto market. So don't forget to hit and pulverize the like button. Also, guys, if you guys get anything useful out of this video, send one friend to the channel. That way you can make shackles like they're making shackles. So that being said, I wouldn't do much. I mean, let's just for fun do a little setup. So maybe the stop loss, let's just technically, like I always say, it's right below the previous low, but then you have a 200-day moving average right underneath there, and you also have a 38% retracement. So if you were just to place it right underneath the 200-day moving average, I mean, with the target to the 61% retracement, I don't think risk to reward is quite there. I mean, 2.34. For me to do something like that, I have to have tons and tons of conviction before doing something like that, because I just don't think the risk to reward quite checks out to get there. So I wouldn't do anything at this particular moment. I mean, I would consider it if we hit the 61 retrace, have a nice bullish candle at 61, we pull back, and then maybe there, because then your target will move. So and then technically your target will be what, the 78% retracement, and then your stop loss right below the 20-day moving average. So now your risk to reward definitely checks out here, and even if you do it with the bigger, right below the previous low, you're still 4.47 to 1. So I would wait to either hit the 61% retracement, so 353, pull back, and then place a position. But now, when we pull back, it's not like, let me explain this a little bit. So if we're having a pullback and we're here, sorry, my mouse is a little too fast sometimes. So if we're at the 38% retracement and we have some nasty bearish candle, then I wouldn't do anything. And remember, I have to wait for a daily close. If we have a daily close and we're like that, then I wouldn't place the position, because now we're below the level, and then more likely than not, we're going to go to the next level down here. So you have to wait for daily closes. I mean, you don't. I mean, you can do a 4-hour, 6-hour, whatever time frame you use. You just have to be very careful. I like to do daily charts, and I also like, sometimes I'll go to the 4-hour chart. The reason why I do daily charts is because it tunes out a lot of the noise. So that's why I like daily charts. So if we get there and then boom, then we're talking. But I'll have to wait until the daily close. Or if we go higher than the 61% retracement, and then we're also in business, and then I'm going to start reevaluating everything again. And then I say, well, so if we were here, then probably my next target will be upwards to 500 bucks or so. So that's the kind of stuff how you play with this market. So by the way, guys, if you guys liked the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button. Thanks again, guys.